First of all, the government doesn't have any responsibility. People have responsibility. This building doesn't have responsibility. You and I have responsibility. People have responsibility. Secondly, the question is, how can we as people exercise our responsibility toward our fellow man most effectively? That's the problem. So far as poverty is concerned, there has never in history been a more effective machine for eliminating poverty than the free enterprise system and the free market. The period in which you had the greatest improvement in the lot of the ordinary man was the period of the 19th and early 20th century. Those of us in this room are the heirs of that. We benefited from the way in which our parents and our grandparents were able to come here. And by virtue of the freedom that was offered to them, were able to make a better life for themselves and them and us. But next, if you look at the real problems of poverty and denial of freedom to people in this country, almost every single one of them is a result of government action and would be eliminated if you eliminated the bad government failures. Let me be precise and specific. Why do we have so high an unemployment rate among black teenagers? It's a disgrace and a scandal. Why do we have so high an unemployment rate? First of all, because we give them lousy schooling through governmental schools, which make them unqualified to hold decent jobs. And second of all, we require employers to discriminate against them by not hiring them unless their productivity is enough to justify a minimum wage. The minimum wage rate is the most anti-Negro law in the books. And it's an anti-Negro law because it precisely, having first not enabled the young blacks to have a decent schooling so that they can have productivity, we next deny them the on-the-job training that they might get if you could induce employers by being able to hire them for relatively low wages to give them on-the-job training that would make them qualify for higher payment and higher productivity. In the third place, we have constructed a governmental welfare scheme which has been a machine for producing poor people. We have induced people to come under control of welfare. I'm not blaming the people, don't misunderstand me. It's our fault for constructing so perverse and so ill-shaped a monster as the whole set of welfare programs we have under which we encourage people, families to break up. We encourage people to move from one part of the country and come to another, under which we have, in effect, made many people poor. And yet, when all this is said and done, have I ever been where?
Welfare or poor.
I have, sir. Of course, more so than most of the people in this room. How many of you have worked a 12-hour day and gotten paid 78 cents?
My sciatica! What's crack-a-lackin', everybody? It's the old Cranky Gamer. I got an approval rating of 100%. I doubt that's going to happen for longer. Look at our income is all the way down, and all our expenditures all the way up. We got a debt GP ratio. They don't like anything else I'm doing. I got a huge police, more than needed, good. Social Security, unemployment, make that excellent. Health insurance, we got to make that more than needed, sufficient, excellent. Our defense is shit. And we got good. So we got to keep on spending money because this game wants me to spend more and more money, and I can't alleviate any tax syndrome. Hey, I'm doing a great job. How my economic growth went up, I don't know. All right. So we're just looking at everything. Very good values. Mortality, our debt to GDP ratio is shit. State of the infrastructure is shit. Education apparently is shit. Education, blah, blah. Notable develops the change. I have economic growth. We're getting rid of the shadow economy. simply, let me see, just, I'm going to give interviews, our laws, pollution, medium. I'm going to put rather strict on there. Death penalty. Never allow. Under control circumstances. And punishment policy. Ah, fucking Christ. Alright, let's undo this change. Punishment policy. Rather strict. Nearly always allowed. I'm going to do under circumstances, which means background checks, which means mental health checks. A good portion, mostly all of the people who have committed mass shootings here in America have been under psychoid drugs. So we need to have some checks and balances in there. We'll raise that up slightly. Health insurance. Mandatory health insurance. All right. Wonderful. Start with elections. Oh, wait. Did it say start with elections? Are we having an election right here? Oh, 100%. Yay. And then you can see our expenditures, and we have to now, our sales tax is at 8%, real estate, transfer, insurance tax, get rid of that, get rid of that. Now, Social Security dues. Property taxes, corporate taxes. 30%. Alcohol tax. Raise it up to 16%. Really shouldn't be anything. Want education? Well, go to your local freaking governments. That's all I gotta tell you. Our spending. Psh. Good. Security. More than need it. We're still gonna need it. Go ahead. What else can I put in here? 100% would re-elect me. Our spending's still not under control because guess, look, we got to keep on doing it. It's absolutely abysmal. Education. More than needed. Good. Science, just enough. There we go. Adequate. We got to keep raising this thing up because they'll keep on getting pissed that they ain't getting more money here, more money there, but I'm putting more money in their damn pockets. And our unemployment isn't improving at all. We're not bringing in enough money. Property tax, 1%. Social Security dues. Okay. Fuel tax. No. Alcohol tax. Raise it up to 18%. Again, I don't think any of this should be here. Real estate tax. Financial transaction tax. Stocks, bonds, or futures. And make that 15% or 5%. Alright, undo that. Nah, fucking hell. Frack. So this thing wants you to spend money every freaking day. I mean, it's unbelievable. So we can't. That's good. That's good. I don't care. Recycling, good. Energy. completely insufficient for that. There we go. Okay, still good. Laws on the book, health insurance. Now, just raise that up to 58%. That's rather strict. Rather strict policy. Retirement age. 68. All right, maybe 67 for both of you. People are living longer. Minimum wage. I would love to get rid of the minimum wage, but I guarantee. All right, undo the change. Government spending, security, more than needed. As soon as I bring that down, crime's gonna run rampant. Child benefits. What? This is just ridiculous. More than needed. I mean, come on, people. You really got to give me something here. There. I'm trying to put stuff into NASA. I want to break into the stars. I want to explore the universe. All right, spending here. Good, good. Good and adequate. And we're going to make that good. Much more than needed. I am not going, as soon as I touch that, I know crime's going to be rampant and people are going to hate me. Just enough. That's good for their defense. More than needed. More than needed. We shouldn't even be in this business. We shouldn't even be in this business. Sufficient. There we go. Adequate. Good and now good. Energy. Good, good, good. Completely insufficient. Alright, very poor. Get our long distance heating bill up, I suppose. See how people like me now. Alright, well, I'm going downhill here. Economic growth. Bikeways completely insufficient. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me here? Crime rate, improving values is the crime rate. Corruption rate. Debt to GP ratio. It's going up. Of course it's going up because I'm not going to tax everybody. God. Keep public talks. At this point, it just seems that we just got to create a freaking war to go over there and do something. Border changes without border changes. I think this game is wanting me to freaking attack somebody. And then 68, 68. Working time. I think that's good. 58, rather strict. Rather strict. Make that sufficient. I don't know. I have no idea. How is the state of the infrastructure getting worse? And look at this. Look at all our expenditures compared to our tax rate. It is amazing because I don't want to, I can't do anything here. So that's good. More than needed. We'll go here. We'll see what happens here. And then education will take a big fucking stinky dive. And that'll be it. Alright, look at our statistic and data. Economic growth is going nowhere. Laws. What do we want to do for a law? Well, we are libertarians. So what we're going to do is we're going to allow now we got all right, under control, rather strict. We'll add that. There, you got prostitution, people. I hope you like it. Ah, we can't do that. We're going to abolish. I totally forgot to abolish the law. And then it's just making us, tax the shit out of people, and I don't want to tax the shit out of people. Yep, this game's just making me, it's like you have to tax people. There's no way around it, and we're going to keep on adding the costs that you need to do. Yeah, you love me. 5.68. Spending. It's good. We're not touching that. We're not touching that. Defense. Okay. They're not pissed off at me here. We're just throwing money at the education system too. Energy. Adequate. We want that good. We want that good. Drinking water good. We got to take care of that stuff. Women's shelters. There are no men's shelters, by the way. And museums. There we go. We can't get rid of all this debt because as soon as we do, people get pissed. 99 would get. Alright, now our education should be on the rise here. Yeah, you raise education and health. That's all this game wants me to do is raise education and raise health. It's absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so now I have this and I'm rather strict. I want to see what's happening with crime. Well, crime did not come up. Okay. So what we're going to do here is always allowed. None. We'll add that. And then taxes. 8% gambling tax. Sounds about right. 18% there, so security dues. Make that 18%. Raise it up slowly. Let's see what happens. We may win the next election. All right, now we got gambling going on. What is the crime rate? It's still down there. Okay. Okay. How did that change to sufficient? Is this what I have to do? I have to do family support per quarter? Are you kidding me? That's not going to happen. We're getting rid of pensions. We're lowering pensions because now I want to see. I want to see what this game does when I start really just scraping. When I start taking away a lot of this. Just enough. Just enough. Adequate. All right, that's excellent. Science, we still want that good. Actually, I want that excellent. And I want the space program. Excellent. That's what we're paying for here. Electricity. Adequate. Natural gas. Adequate. That's good. Now let's start lowering the spending. We're getting some good taxes coming in. All right. Now, let's see how our taxes are. 12% tax, real estate transfer tax. We're going to raise that up 1. Now we got to raise that. Financial transaction tax, stamp duty tax, inheritance tax, severance tax, extracting stuff. You got to be kidding me, but that's what we're going to have to do because they don't like it. Wealth tax, yeah. If I was playing the modern day gambling tax. Ooh, yeah. They love to gamble and they love to pay for it. So that's good. Although we should be out of that whole business in the first place. All right. Still breaking down. So we got to keep on increasing taxes. It's unbelievable. So now we're going to tax coffee for fuck's sake. Power tax. Yeah, we're going to tax power at 1%. Tax fuel at 1%. We're going to bring this up to 20. Property tax, corporate tax. And now we got to bring the income tax back. No, we can't. The only way I see a way around this all right, corporate tax. Yep, the only way I see a way around this is if I keep on bringing taxes all the way up. It's unbelievable. And then government spending. Insufficient. Just enough. All right. Go. Start with the elections. I wonder. Well, there I only get 84%. So our debt's 244. Our crime rate is excellent. Unemployment rate is 8.36. Public health is horrible. Yeah, I think this game is just basically saying, no matter what you try to do to not tax people, we are not going to allow it. So my quarterly income is $749 billion, and my government spending will always be so freaking high. So if I lower this, crime's going to run rampant. I guarantee it. Transport, they're always pissed off at that. Defense is just barely adequate now. I keep on raising this for medical, and what happens? Our healthcare is still shit. We have more than needed here for education, still shit. Finance, we're trying to lower that. I'm trying to put money into science and the space program. We have a decent energy program. Our communications was good. I just started lowering it. Waste and supply, which shouldn't be on our agenda. Neither should care. And then we're getting rid of culture thing. Museums, yeah, we could deal with museums like the National Museum. But concert halls, I mean, what the fuck, people? Really? It's unbelievable. And this whole bikeway thing, you just can't change it. You can't change it. It's just ridiculous. So I guess, you know, if I start a conflict and I start going after people, I guarantee I'll fix all my problems. If I take over another freaking country, I'll take all my problems. But we'll see. We'll see if I get elected next time, because I don't think so. I think next election, I'm gonna lose everything. Although I should just have 2 terms. What? Hold on. We're gonna do one more thing. Sorry. We're gonna abolish the minimum wage, because as you heard from last time. Oh, wait a minute. Budget changed bikeways. I'm sorry, what the hell did I do with the bikeways again? Undo the change, for crying out loud. Alright. Minimum wage, we're going to do that. And we're going to raise this. Oh, I hate you. And we're going to give 6 months of maternity leave with 2 months exemption after. How about that? Now we'll give you 8 months. 4. So there, 12 in total. And then we'll raise the health insurance to 62%. 64%. There. That'll be our end of it. We'll see how that goes. Getting rid of the minimum wage. I guarantee this game will want it the opposite way. Can we ever pay back our debt? Not really. Not really. So we'll keep that. Now our approval rating is going to dip down. And we'll see if we can do that. Thank you for joining me. Get up my beer cotton lawn.